In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the Sharks taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cardinals will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sharks offense takes the field to start this game off. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying play action. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he left him grabbing. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Sharks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cardinals offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys tip.
He's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes a diving catch along the left sideline. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Not only do you have the big gain and you sort of knock the defense back, but you're also set up in the red zone.
Yeah, they've got this defense on their heels right now after that big play. We talked about this offense being explosive. Now that they're in the red zone, let's see what they dial up next.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run the toss. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he will score! Touchdown, Cardinals! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And now this offense will take the field again. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Keeps the legs moving. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Going for the big play. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He makes a grab, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And the Sharks are threatening on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. They put on the heat, and they blocked it. Defense has it. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. He makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Cardinals are on the move. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes trouble. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. He's going to pass on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll try the right side. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Sharks will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
about to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bullock. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
It's complete to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right now.
What a snag by the defense.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be checked down, Charlie, and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're...
And he intercepts it. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sharks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bullock. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Coming after him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Shows him the stiff arm. The Sharks get enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
You got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the Cardinals have their offense in high gear. To the ground with the back. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Cardinals in the hurry up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! And the pummeling has started. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Now this offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's got him in the flat. He's got a lot of moves in the bag as he uses a few of them to get to the 18. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They're going to throw it again. Makes a connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Sharks look to keep this drive humming. Going up top on first down. Trying to get to it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the...
Just plowing down the field. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising. I got it.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And the beatdown has ensued.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Lining up to cover recover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner goes down. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it! And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. The Sharks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field it close to the 50. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Louisville! And the punishment has been extended.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one did.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bullock. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.